If you missed Pastor Aaron's sermon on betrayal from Psalm 55, go drop everything and go listen to it. Man, what a powerful sermon and what a powerful topic, and how powerful to be invited into the freedom to cast our concerns upon the Lord, to cast our burdens upon Him, and to actually be set free from the bitterness, the resentment, the revenge, the anger that sometimes sets in when we are betrayed deeply. And as I was listening to Aaron preach Psalm 55, I was mindful of this statement at the end of the psalm where it says, "Men of blood and treachery shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in you." And what it reminded me is that the Christian faith is a life of delayed gratification. It's a life of trusting in the wisdom and the providence and the justice and the mercy of God, and entrusting the story to God, even when I'm still in the middle of the story. The way that psalm ends reminds us that God is going to bring every act to justice. Men of blood and treachery will not live out half their days. There is a story that is playing out and will play out, but I've got to entrust my story, my betrayal, my wounds, my pain to God and trust Him. I'm mindful of the writer to the Hebrews who says that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And one of the things we're going to experience a lot in the Psalms this summer is the importance of waiting, the importance of delayed gratification, the importance of living a life that trusts God's promises and trusts His goodness, even when it doesn't pay off right now, even when the tangible effects of that trust aren't visible right now in terms of our circumstances. That's one of the hardest things about a life of faith, but it's one of the most biblical things about a life of faith. It's why all the Psalms are going to keep calling us to trust in the Lord, to entrust our burdens to Him, and to trust His providence and His justice and His goodness. And so I appreciated that reminder this past Sunday in the theme of betrayal, and you're going to appreciate it in weeks to come as we continue to find those themes, especially in this section of the Psalms. Now, Pastor Aaron mentioned that we left a psalm out, Psalm 54. That wasn't intentional, but it was because we chose to shift some things around so that Pastor Sile can preach when he's with us on June 16th, our friend from South Africa. And he had already written a sermon on Psalm 66 that I heard was really good from some people who heard him preach it. And so I was like, well, we want to keep it easy for him. We want to let him just be our guest. So he's going to preach Psalm 66, which will sort of be an asterisk in our Psalms series. And then next summer, maybe we'll skip Psalm 66 because he will have already preached it. But anyways, that's why we skipped Psalm 54. Hope you're enjoying this rhythm already, even though we're only a couple weeks into our summer in the Psalms. That's all I've got for you this week. I want to remind you that we are looking for more volunteers for Columbia Kids, as Pastor Justin mentioned on Sunday. And you'll see more about that in the email that comes with this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another weekly update.